Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kyla. I upload videos every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. On this channel, we cover anything from makeup to skincare to body care to hair care to fashion, facial tools, and everything in between. So if you're new, please consider subscribing. There is a button down below. Don't forget to ring the bell to be notified of future uploads, but let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Today's video, I am talking to you about a hair product that I tried today to kind of cover up a little bit of the grays that I have coming in, a little bit of the blonde that's peeking through. And the product I'm discussing today is dpHue. This is the Gloss Plus. This is a semi-permanent hair color and deep conditioning treatment. This comes in, I believe, 11. There's 11 different Gloss Plus. One of them is sheer. So it's a clear and it's just a great gloss. It's gonna make your hair really shiny. I am going to pick up the sheer, but today I tried the medium brown to kind of blend my roots in a little bit. I do think I needed to pick up the darker brown, but we'll get there in a moment. I digress. But the dpHue, I had no idea whose brand this was or who it was affiliated with until I was literally standing in the store at Ulta. This is, let me first tell you, it's $35 and it's 6.5 fluid ounces. And it, like I said, it comes in 10 different colors, one being clear, but it has, you know, black, dark brown, medium brown. There's a light brown, a dark blonde, a light blonde, a strawberry, a copper, an auburn, and I can't remember the other. But they have pretty much every natural hair color covered. You're completely covered. He has everything there. And when I say he, I'm referring to Justin Anderson. If you guys watch Kristen Cavallari's show, it's her hairstylist. She created that blonde brush thing to get you in between the highlights. It's him. He is one of the creative directors at this company. They also have the apple cider vinegar rinse that I did not realize. I tried it and I loved it, and I've been contemplating getting a bottle of it. I wouldn't use it every day, the apple cider vinegar rinse, even though they say it's gentle enough to use every day, but I would probably use it like a once a week type deal. But I was very intrigued, and now I'm doing a bunch of research on this company, the different products that they have. When I was in Ulta, they have shampoo, conditioners, the different rinses and things like that, root touch-up, stuff like that. So I'm gonna do some more digging and I will let you know more information about the products as I try them, because I do want to try them. But what started me on this train of trying to find, or leading me to try this, I should say, is a couple months ago in November, I was a blonde. I had darker roots, but then my hair was blonde. And I just decided I was tired of trying to keep up with the blonde. I have naturally dark hair. This is pretty close to my natural color. It might be just a touch darker, but it pretty much is my natural color. So the blonde, I gave up. I have been blonde for almost 5 years. I'm done. So opposed to going to a professional hair salon to get my hair dyed dark, I did it myself with a box color. It was really dark, but I needed to take it really dark to cover up the blonde. So once I did that, it's kind of faded. And I like the color that it's faded to. This is the color that I wanted, but I knew if I dyed it a lighter brown, it would just fade to a lighter brown than what it was. So I went super dark, and this is where I ended up. I did not want to darken my hair anymore. I wanted to stay here. So I tried this because it's semi-permanent. It's not permanent, so it's going to fade. And I like that. It's going to fade. So even if I brought this down through my ends, it's going to fade and have a more natural look. And I decided to go with the medium brown because I was kind of contemplating between the dark brown and the medium brown. And I figured I would rather go medium brown and have it be a little bit too light than go too dark. And you see like really dark on my roots and then this different brown, because usually your browns don't do that. It's not like super dark, you know what I mean. So I went with the medium brown, and I will insert clips here of what my hair looked like before I did it, and then me putting it on will kind of fast forward that for you because you don't need to watch 5 minutes of me putting it onto my roots. You get the gist. All right, good morning guys. So I am going to be trying a new hair product today to dye my hair, and I figured this might be the easiest way for you guys to see what I'm going to be doing. So I have a little bit of gray, so you can see it right there. Gray coming in, and I didn't want to dye all of my hair because I like the color that it's faded to. So instead of doing another box dye on my hair, because I'm not going to pay someone to dye my hair completely dark without any highlights. Wish I could get a good image of my gray. I can't see because I'm looking above my glasses. You can see it there, I think, because I can see it. Of the gray. So I will show you me applying that because I'm just going to be doing my roots because I like this color that this is faded out to. But I didn't want to go with like some permanent hair dye because like the color that I did previously, I like the color that it's faded out to be. So we're going to give this a try. And I'll give you a little bit more information about this because I forgot my notes, but I just want to get this on my hair. So it says to evenly distribute the gloss through damp or clean damp hair, hence why my hair is up in a turby. And then leave on for 3 to 20 minutes and rinse thoroughly for less intense results. Mix with gloss and sheer. Dark pigments may stain hands, scrub with soap and water, or use gloves. So what I'm going to do first and foremost is put my little capey cape on. So there is some protection. Oops. All right, there we go. Oh, isn't that cute? I'm gonna take my hair down. So my hair is wet. It's not sopping wet, but I'm trying to decide if I want to take this through all of my hair or just my roots. I should have brought a mirror down. Let me grab a mirror so I can see what I'm doing. 1 second. All right, so I got my mirror, so I'm going to start, I think, here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to dump some of it into my bowl so that way I can use my brush. I think that would be the easiest way to do it. So, just going to squirt some out. Well, maybe we'll just use the pump and pump it out. How about that? It's thick. Like, it looks almost like it's like chocolate frosting. That's what it kind of looks like. And I don't know if I mentioned this, I got this in medium brown. They have like the sheer, like they said, which is just a sheer color. It basically will just be a gloss. Let's do this parameter first. So now that we got that on, didn't take very long. I've only been filming unedited for about 9-10 minutes. So now that that's done, I'm going to let this sit on my hair for about, it says 3 to 10 minutes, but since it's gray, I'm going to let it sit for about 15. And then I will rinse it out and we'll be back once we see it dried. So I will chat with you guys in a bit. But right now, this is where I'm at. And it covered them up. They're not brown like this portion of my hair, but it looks like a light brown, like teddy bear brown, you know, like that light brown is what it looks like right now. So I could probably get the dark brown or even the black to do my roots to cover up that gray. And probably not the black, probably the dark brown. But I do want to keep this because this is like the perfect color to bleed through here to, you know, if my blonde starts to come in, because it's starting to come in through here a little bit. You can't really tell on the screen, but up close you can see it. So this would be perfect to take through my ends and work it through to blend it. And then I think I'll do a little bit darker here. But overall, it was painless. It was very easy to do. It has a very thick consistency. When I say thick, not like so thick that you can't use it. It's thick like, think, what comes to mind because it's brown is like chocolate frosting that you get in the tubs, that thick, but it's very bendable and movable and creamy. So as you saw in the clip that I pumped it into a little bowl, then I started pumping on the brush, it was putting it on my hair. It's very easy to use. It's very user friendly. It's not permanent, so if you get it on you, you just have to wash your hands a couple times. I do suggest using gloves if you're not going to be using a brush, and I think next time I will put gloves on so that way I can move my hair a little bit more with my hands. And then I also saw clips of people just putting gloves on and just putting it through their hair like this, which you can do that too. That's how most people do hair dye as well. So it's very easy to use. I think it's easier to use than like the box dye because box dye is really thin and splashes and runs. This stayed put. It didn't bleed. I even was watching TV, like I put my head down to see if it would bleed. It does not bleed. So I think this is more user friendly than your box dyes. Now granted, it's a little bit more expensive, well, not a little bit, it's quite a bit more expensive, but I used very little. When I got the product, it was probably only to the top of this white label, and it's about right here. So I used about that much to do all of my roots. And since it's semi-permanent, it says it's going to last between 8 and 10 washes. So depending on how much you wash your hair, it's going to last about a month. I wash my hair about twice a week, maybe 3, give or take, but it's going to get me about through a month, and then I'll do it again. So I really enjoy it. I want to get the clear so that way I can have like just a shininess added to my hair. I think it will be nice. I like it. There's something else I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was. I hate it when you have something you want to say and then you forget what it is. It was about this. I don't know. If I think of it, I'll let you know. But yeah, so that is it for today's video. I really enjoyed it. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I watched a video. There's a lady, our young lady that had blonde hair, and it was like a 30-second little video clip. And she had, I think it was the copper one, and she put it through her hair and her hair looked fiery red. It was so pretty. And then since it's not permanent, it will wash out. The more porous your hair is, the more it'll hang on to the color, but you can change your hair color with it not being permanent, and it will eventually wash out. It might take a little bit longer depending, like I said, how porous your hair is, but it will wash out. It's not like the permanent one that doesn't fade evenly. This should fade evenly since it is a semi-permanent hair color. So now I'm done. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Maybe you'll check out some of the products that this line has. Like I said, I'm gonna do some more research on it and try some other products, and I will update you on that next time I use this, because I am gonna get the darker one. I'll do an update and let you know if the darker worked better or whatever the case may be. So that is it for today's video. Again, don't forget to subscribe. There's a button right down there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.